Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. I hope everybody's having a great day. Here for the weekly sports podcast. I'm going to go over the NFL this week. A lot of good games, actually. Before we get started, though, a couple of housekeeping notes. So I know some of my followers, you guys have been waiting for me to stream the next college football game that is going to be tonight, 8 o'clock Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, and for my followers on the West Coast, 7 o'clock your time. I'm going to be playing Air Force. It's going to be a co-stream, kind of like I did I didn't post the one the other day. I know I did send it to a couple of you guys, but man, we were trying to do like the video co-streaming thing, and like it just was not working. It was not working at all. We worked on it for like 2 hours, like trying to get it set up. It was not working. My system was lagging too much. I couldn't get my webcam working. This, that, and the other thing. Like finally, I just told the guy I was playing, my cousin, Big John. Shout out to you, by the way. I just told him, I was like, all right, you know what? You just do it live. We'll stay on the phone, and I'll just upload it that way. I'll just get the link from you and just upload it that way. So tonight, the way it's going to go down is I'm playing a guy by the name of Stu. He's been in the league ever since I joined the league. You know, him and I have we got a little, like, nice thing going. This is going to be my second time playing him. He has the University of Air Force. Now, he beat me the first time. When I was at Western Kentucky. Beat me by a touchdown. So I've been doing a lot of practicing, been doing a lot of different looks, different schemes. So I'm hoping that works out for me better with Kentucky because I do got a good team this year. My thing is, though, I'm just hoping it's competitive and it's going to be really fun. We're going to be talking tonight, him and I. We are going to be doing a phone call co-stream, not a video co-stream. So you are going to hear, if you do tune in to my stream tonight, you will be able to hear us talking. So with that being said, definitely keep that on your calendar for tonight. It's definitely going to be very fun. Going to be a lot of laughs, a lot of smack talking. I know there's going to be a lot of smack talking involved, but that's all a good fun, right? So let's dive right into the sports, though. First things first. Golly. When I didn't think it could get any worse, or the craziest could happen, it does. And if you know what I'm talking about, you're going to laugh when I say this. I'm talking about the big Green Bay and the Dallas game. Now, going into this game, okay, now I said this last week. Now, going into this game, I gave Dallas no shot. I was like, Micah Parsons is going to dominate. The Packers look good. You guys, I don't think you're going to... Your defense sucks, okay? And I don't think you guys are going to do any good against them. Jordan Love is doing good. The offense is clicking. Their defense is good. I thought Green Bay was going to come in and steamroll them. And then come to find out, Green Bay has not lost in the new Cowboy Stadium at all. They have not lost a game there yet, which I was surprised. And then I kind of think back to it for a little bit, and I was like, oh, yeah, they haven't lost there. I totally forgot about that. So game stats, and it's kind of like a back and forth game, and I'm thinking, okay, Dallas's offense, their offense is looking good even without CeeDee Lamb, because CeeDee Lamb is hurt. Two of their offensive linemen are hurt, and they're doing good. They're keeping up pound for pound with Green Bay. But again, Green Bay is scoring because Dallas has the worst defense in the league, but they got the best offense in the league, which I haven't seen that since the 2011 Patriots. What got me, though, about this game was it just didn't seem like anybody wanted to win. I mean, and Dallas, to me, they got lucky. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. The Cowboys got lucky that game. They had a blocked extra point ran back. That saved them from losing in regulation. Come to find out, and then they get to overtime, and Dallas should have won in overtime, and Micah Parsons happened, and Green Bay just kicks a field goal. They had the ball last, and they only got a field goal out of it as time expired in overtime. They ended up with a tie, guys. The Dallas Cowboys tied a game. They didn't lose. They didn't win. But Jerry Jones, he's calling it a win. As he said on 105.3 The Fan yesterday, he's calling that game a win for his team. Now, let me tell you this. Let me sit back in my chair real quick while I say this. Jerry Jones has gone so far off the deep end that he's literally calling a tie a win for the team. That's not a win. Jerry, I knew you were losing it. I knew you were senile. But, dude, you really have lost it now. The fact that you saying a tie is a win is pathetic. It is super pathetic. So, yeah, that's sorry, I got to do one thing here. So yeah. But again, I give the Dallas Cowboys credit. Kudos to them. And, they did really good. Looking ahead to next week for them, I think they got, the Jets on the road? Now, I'll say this. Okay, the Jets are 0-4 right now. If you guys lose to the Jets, I'm going to put y'all on blast. I'm going to put y'all on blast so bad. I put y'all on blast after you lost to the Bears. But if you lose to the Jets, y'all are pathetic. I'm sorry. Y'all are pathetic if you lose to the Jets. And I'm going to be here for it. I really am. Because you know me. You know how much I love to go after the Cowboys. But you better not lose to the Jets. I don't think you guys will. I don't. I'm going to give you guys that win. I'm going to be positive here. But I gave you guys the win against the Bears, and look what happened too. You found a way to screw that up. If you lose to Justin Fields and the Jets, and you give them their first win of the season in Week 5, there's a problem. There's a big problem in Dallas. I don't think you're going to have CeeDee Lamb again, but George Pickens really played well. I'm not going to lie. George Pickens played his heart out. And I think if your defense can do just the bare minimum, I think you guys will be okay. Because honestly, the Jets don't really have much. Justin Fields hasn't looked that great. Outside of Garrett Wilson, their offense really has nothing else. So I think you guys will be all right. Now, I do want to move on here, enough about the Cowboys, because, I could go on about the Cowboys all day and night, But I want to move on here. I got to talk about the Patriots. Now, this is where it's going to get fun. The Patriots, the Patriots on Sunday. Okay, the Patriots on Sunday. They go on the road to Carolina. And all the Boston sports radio guys, and they're all freaking out. They're like, they got to win this game. They got to win this game or else the season's over. It's Week 4. Relax. Will ya? Come on, we're rebuilding. The Patriots go into Carolina. And they started out bad, okay? I'm not going to lie. They let Bryce Young cut through them like butter at the beginning of the game. They woke up, though. And their defense held them. And my cousin, Jerry Denning, he's freaking out. I mean, he's freaking out. I said, they're not that good. I said, it's the Panthers. Well, they shut out the Falcons. I said, the Falcons aren't that good either. I was like, come on, man. Really? Like, the Falcons suck. So do the Panthers. The fact that you lose 30-0 to the freaking Panthers, you suck. Okay? So New England steamrolls these guys, right? Like, I'm talking steamrolls them 42-13. The defense looked good. Stephon Diggs finally woke up. The offense was clicking. Drake May was clicking. The line was blocking. The running game did decent. This is what I've been talking about. And they're going to get better. As the season goes on, they're going to get better. Yeah, do I give them much chance against the Bills next week? Probably not. That's probably going to be a loss, but I'm okay with that. Like, I really am. I am okay with us losing to the Bills because I know how good the Bills are. Josh Allen is playing out of this world right now. Great quarterback. I love Josh Allen. I really do. I think he's a great, great quarterback. And he's showing why he is the best quarterback in the league right now. I mean, he's Josh Allen. The only thing I have to say about Josh Allen is, and I say this from a fantasy football standpoint, he gets into these games where they're like low-scoring defensive games sometimes. I have noticed that about him. It's like, for some reason, like, he's like not on his game that game, and the defense is doing better than the offense. You'll see that here and there with the Buffalo Bills if you do follow them, especially closely like with fantasy football like I do. You'll definitely see that with them sometimes. But yeah, kudos to the Patriots. Mike Vrabel, he looked really good. Let's get the guys ready for next week. Hoping that we can come out on top. But again, it's on the road. It's in Buffalo. It's hard to play there. Buffalo's looking really good right now. But I do have a little bit of hope. Just a tiny bit. It's Sunday night game. It's on prime time. So I'm being down here in Dallas, Texas. I finally get to watch it. We get to watch the Patriots. Thank Christ. So yeah, I'm hoping they do good. I'm hoping they come out with a victory. Also, some other games I want to go over from pulling it up right now on my phone that really kind of caught my eye. The Dolphins game from yesterday against the Jets. Dolphins won, close game. Dolphins aren't really that good this year, but they lost Tyreek Hill. Okay, they now do not have Tyreek Hill the rest of the season. Found out he dislocated his knee and he tore his ACL, so he's done. He's done for the season. What got me, though, about that was the video of him getting on the cart and just smiling. It was like God came down and, like, blessed him. Because Tyreek Hill has been tired of Tua Tagovailoa for a long while. And he was, like, thanking the heavens. Like, oh, thank God I'm out for the season. I don't got to play with this dude anymore. Like, he was so happy. Now, I think it's a little bit of CTE in there, though. Just a tiny bit. But I just was laughing. I was like, oh, my God. And then even there was, like, pictures on social media with Tyreek Hill. He's smiling as he's getting the surgery, laid in the hospital bed. He puts the caption "blessed" under one of the pictures. I'm like, this dude is trolling like a motherfucker right now. Like, he is trolling so hard. And it just made me laugh because I'm like, I'm just like laughing. Like, Tyreek Hill, dude, like, and I'm not a big Tyreek Hill fan. I think he's a piece of crap of a human being, don't get me wrong, because of, all the beatings he's done with women, which I don't condone that whatsoever. But the fact that he was just trolling so friggin' hard just got me going. And I'm just like, you keep doing you, Tyreek. Like, you keep doing you, dude. And, yeah, so I thought that was kind of funny. Another game that really kind of caught my eye this past Sunday, or this past weekend in general, was the Ireland game, the Minnesota and Pittsburgh game. Now, the thing is, a lot of the NFL players, they have a love-hate relationship with those Europe games. So they don't necessarily like going over there, but it is entertaining for the fans. And I know the players, they want to entertain the fans as much as possible. Aaron Rodgers, man, he's really kind of turned back the clock a little bit. He looked good. I'm not gonna lie, Aaron Rodgers looked pretty good. Might pick him up in fantasy. I wanted to get Daniel Jones, but my cousin Big John, he took him. But Daniel Jones didn't look that great yesterday. He didn't look that great, but he played a close game. He played a close game. Another team that really has surprised me this year so far is the Giants. They benched Russell Wilson and they put in Jackson Dart, which I think they should have had Jackson Dart starting from the beginning. And he looked good. Like, I think he might be the guy that the Giants have needed for a while now. Russell Wilson, I'm sorry, Russell Wilson is just not Russell Wilson anymore. And I'm starting to believe that Pete Carroll made Russell Wilson who he is. Like, without Pete Carroll, he's just not good. And I see it. He wasn't that good in Denver. He wasn't that good with the Giants now. He got benched. Got benched for a rookie. Okay, this is Russell Wilson we're talking about here. Like, this guy is probably going to go to the Hall of Fame. I'll be honest. I think he might be a Hall of Famer. That's a debate I'm willing to have with anybody, though. Just like with Eli Manning. I'm not going to have that debate right now, though. But you got benched for Jackson Dart. Like, that's sad, man. I'm sorry, but that's sad. Like, Jackson flipping Dart. Like, not good. Not good at all. Give him the sign of the cross. I'm trying to think if there's any other games that I kind of saw that kind of caught my eye that, the Texans won. Very happy for them, but they shut out a lowly Titans team. The Titans, god dang, the Titans might be the worst team in the league right now. And what's funny is, a guy I follow on social media, he brought this up yesterday in one of his videos. There's a possibility that there are 3 teams this year that could go 0-17. And I say that's the Saints, the Jets, and the Titans. Those are 3 possible teams that could go 0-17 this year. Could you imagine, okay? Could you imagine going 0-17 and you not get the number 1 draft pick? How wild would that be? I just want to see that. Like, seriously. I know probably a lot of that would be scripted as hell, but I want to see that just to have some entertainment. Absolute cinema, as the meme goes. I mean, great. And you can say, and you can comment and ask me if that's definitely something that you would want to see, because I know damn well I would want to see that. Also, moving on to college right now. College was great this weekend. We had some great games. Alabama and Georgia. Alabama coming on top in that game. Kudos to them. What a great win. They deserved it. But the one game that really got me, because the Longhorns didn't play this week. They're playing this coming weekend against Florida. And then they got the Red River up here in Dallas. But the one game I really want to dive into is the Penn State-Oregon game. Now, this is how I know Penn State is a bunch of frauds. Penn State, every year, no matter what, can have a great team, and they find a way to lose at least 2 games a year. Every year. I don't care who it is against. One of them is always against Ohio State. That's a given. One of them is always against Ohio State, because they play Ohio State every year. This year, their first loss is to Oregon, at home, in overtime. Now, this shows how much a fraud James Franklin is. He is a fraud. I'm sorry. You can sit here and argue with me all you want, but James Franklin is a major fraud. He's not a championship caliber coach, in my opinion. Yeah, he's a good recruiter. He gets some talented guys. But he's not a winner. He's not. Why do you think they lost last year in the semifinals of the CFP to friggin' Notre Dame? He can't win big games. He can't. And I'm sorry, I know, and I have a soft spot for Penn State. I really do because of their history. I love Joe Paterno, God rest his soul. But this is bad. Like, James Franklin, dude, you've been at that school now for, what? I was going to say, he took over after Billy O left. Let me see. How long has James Franklin been there? 10 years? Almost 11 years? Something like that? What has he won? Nothing. I don't even think he's won a Big Ten. I don't think he's even won a Big Ten championship since he's been there. That's sad. That's really sad. You've been there that many years. You can't even win the flipping Big Ten, dude. Come on. You're a fraud. You are 100% a fraud, in my opinion. Now, again, not dogging Penn State. I love the college. Really do. But Franklin's a fraud. But that's all the time we got for today, guys. Like I said, tune in later tonight. Here in about 2 hours, I'm going to be getting everything set up for my game against Stu at Air Force. For those of you that follow me on YouTube, I will be sure to upload it to my YouTube after it's all said and done tonight. Wish me luck. I really hope that today goes good. Next week's podcast, we're going to be talking about week 5. Going to be going over Texas, Patriots, Cowboys, you name it. We got it here, y'all. Also, tune in tonight if you're a baseball fan. Red Sox versus Yankees wildcard rounds tonight. That's at, oh, shoot, I think it's on right now as we speak. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go put that game on. I'll probably talk about that another time. Love y'all. See y'all in the next one.